Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming back to another episode of Truth with Troutman. This is going to be a really quick one. This is going to be a little pep talk today. Just a reminder, I have all of my contact info and ways that you can connect with me listed in the show notes of this video if you're watching on YouTube or in the podcast show notes. I hope that you'll come and follow me on social and get to know me more. And I hope that these episodes that we've had so far are really encouraging you in different areas of your life. Whether you are a mom, an entrepreneur, whether you are in college, whether you are an empty nester, whether you're going back to school, whether you don't know what you want to do right now with your life, I want to just pour into you that you are always enough and never too much for the room. And I'm so glad you're here. So go ahead and click follow or give this a thumbs up so I know you're watching. And thanks for being here. Today's message is going to be really quick. Since the start of the year, it started around Christmas time, I found myself with a variety of different things. First, a 24-hour bug around Christmas, and then what I thought was strep throat at the start of the year. I think I might have been exposed to something when I traveled early January with my company. And then I got bronchitis, says the doctors. And then I started an antibiotic and I had a horrible reaction to it. And my entire mouth broke out in awful sores, like awful sores. And then I ended up in a sinus infection while I was on vacation with my family. And all that to say, I'm not sharing this for any pity or any sympathy. I'm sharing it for just true like vulnerability here as far as you are not alone if this year has not started out the way that you wanted it to. I came into the year full of goals and ambition and vision, and I still have it. That's actually the point of this episode today. But what I want you to know is sometimes we can become a victim of our own story, and we want everyone else to jump on that train with us. And this year, 2024, my year of more in 2024, I am working to simplify my life so I can amplify my life and the impacts that I have on others. That's my word of the year. And one of the things that I found different about right now in this season that I just walked through compared to the last, 5, 6, 7 years, maybe more, is that I wasn't looking for friends that wanted to let me off the hook or say, gosh, I'm so sorry you're sick. Just go take a nap or go do this. Now, don't get me wrong. My friends were all encouraging me to get rest, hydrate, get the right vitamins, take care of myself, get to see the doctor, work on boosting my immunity, eating whole foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, again, lots of sleep, bubble baths, Epsom salt, all the things. I have those people in my life and I'm so grateful. But what I mean by this podcast today is I was looking for the people to say, okay, so you're not feeling well. What can you do? Or can you take a couple of baby steps before you go lay down? How are things going? What are you working on? What are you excited about, even though you're not feeling your best? That leveling up is what I'm looking for in this season, because what I'm realizing is we're so quick as humans to go to the worst case or to lean in to the negative, lean into the hard, lean into maybe the wrong kind of validation, if that makes sense. And I want to share with you that I could have easily done that, practice those old habits of like, oh my gosh, I'm just sick. Like I'm throwing in the towel on my health goals this year. I'm not even going to worry if I take a small walk. And instead, I celebrated every day that I walked down to the mailbox in the sunshine and then went back in the house and laid down again. I celebrated little things like eating a whole plate of vegetables, drinking, half my body weight in water ounces, less sugar, less staying up late and binging on things, and more sleep than ever. I celebrated the win so that I could also rock my business still in the pockets of time that I had full energy and I was feeling well enough. It was an on and off kind of touch and go weird thing. And I know so many people have more severe things happening in their life than what I just experienced. But I thought it was a good example of how we need more people to say, hey, those small efforts, those small habits, those small things you still do when you're not your best and you don't want to add up to be incredible results. And so I just wanted to share that today on the podcast and leave you with this encouragement that, well, what you're doing might feel small. And man, I encourage you to stay off of social media if you're not in a prime season, if you're not in a winning season, but you're going through a health thing or a hardship in your business, or maybe you're in a spot in your marriage or relationships, parenting, whatever, where it's just not feeling easy. I want to challenge you to stay off of social and stop looking at everybody else's highlight reel, because that is what it is. And instead, I want to encourage you to make your own movement or motion forward. Create your own momentum, even if it's small little ripples right now that turn into big waves later, or maybe it's just small baby steps that are going to turn into a walk or a run later. I just want to remind you that it adds up. And today, weeks later, when I'm healthy, I think I'm feeling even better than I did before I got sick. I am thriving in my business right now, thriving in my health and my workouts, and really feeling like this is going to be the year for more. And this is the year that I'm simplifying to amplify. And somehow God's going to use this as part of the story. And I can't wait to see why and how. But I want to remind you, don't look for the pity party. Instead, know you're not alone. Know that everybody's highlight reel isn't everybody's real story, and that you doing the best you can right now, taking the best care of yourself, making sure you focus on all of those things is going to lead you to big results this year still. I can't wait to share more next time. Thanks for following Truth with Troutman. I'll see you next episode, guys.